Hi, welcome to day 5, the last day of our web series. I've been speaking on how to have a great year, and we've spoken extensively about different things. I want to encourage you to check back on our timeline and review the videos. They would help you. Fantastic material that you have up there. My firm conviction is that 2017 is going to be the greatest year of your life so far. And that's why the Spirit of the Lord asked that these videos be recorded and that I share them with you. I want to just say something that I didn't say over the last 4 videos that I should say. And that's I mentioned it, but I should stress it here, the influence and the importance of the Word of God, the written scriptures. In the book of First Peter, Peter spoke about the experience they had where Jesus went on top of the mountain and was transfigured before them. And Elijah appeared, Moses appeared. There was Peter, James, and John there. And Peter said, "It is good for us to be here. There's absolutely no reason for us to leave this place. The glory here is just amazing. Let's make 3 tabernacles. One for you, Jesus. One for you, Moses. One for you, Elijah." And he was referencing that particular account. And in speaking about it, he says that we were eyewitnesses of His Majesty when a voice came from heaven. But then he turns back to us in our dispensation and he says, we have a more sure word of prophecy. All right, and then he tells us about the sure word of prophecy. The more sure word of prophecy is, it refers to the scriptures, the written scriptures. And so if you're going to make 2017 the phenomenal year it ought to be, you'd have to give priority and attention to the scriptures. And the reason is very simple. You see, if you have listened to the series that we have taught over the last 4 videos, you'd realize that the success of a believer is tied to his ability to prophesy. The success of a believer is you cannot divorce the success of a believer from his consistent exercise of the simple gift of prophecy. Now, if the simple gift of prophecy that we exercise in our lives will be within the ambits, we're not moving out of the will and the plans of God for our lives, then it must be based upon the scriptures. That's why we consistently give ourselves to the scriptures, meditating upon it. And the more we do, the surer your prayer, the surer your prayer life is, the surer the prophecies that are granted unto you are, the more force and the more impact that they have in your life. I should add this as well, that you see, God has designed this world to operate as a voice-activated world. The words that we speak determine the things that really happen in our lives. One time I was praying, and that was 2015 into 2016 as well, and the word of the Lord came to me. He said, you don't get the things you planned, you get the things you said. And that changed me forever. We don't get the things we planned. Anybody can plan anything. We don't get the things we planned. We don't get the things that we wrote down. We get the things we said. So you must be a talker in 2017. Talk the things the Lord showed you. Talk the scriptures. That's the way these things will come to pass in our lives. And let me just add this last thought. While praying as well, 2015 into 2016, I'm sharing these things with you because these are the things the Lord taught me and made my year a fantastic year. The Lord said something to me. He said there's an atmosphere in which the believer thrives. There's an atmosphere in which the things of the Spirit thrives. And he said it's the atmosphere of thanksgiving and praise. And that's something that you must inculcate as a habit into your life in this new year. Actually, I thought I knew about praise. I thought I knew about thanksgiving. I was sure I knew a lot about it. I was sure that I was a man of praise until the Lord began to show me how that you must be intentional about it. I began to read about someone like Smith Wigglesworth, who would wake up in the morning and the first thing he did was a high-speed dance. And so I began to learn about expressing the joy of the Lord intentionally. So I'd wake up in the middle of the night and just dance for no reason. I'll dance over the prophecies the Lord had shown me. I'll dance over the things that I'd written down. I'd read them. I'll laugh. I'll dance. I'll clap. And I'll do all of those things. You see, I discovered that the things that the Lord has shown us, we take delivery of them into our lives when we start rejoicing over them. And so thanksgiving, praise, it's so vital. You see, the devil is going to throw things at you. You're going to have situations that will come that would speak exactly the opposite of the things the Lord has shown you. There'll be times where you're really challenged. Your faith is really so challenged. You see, there's nothing the devil wants to get from you but your joy. If he can't get your joy, he can't get your life. Your joy is your life. Life comes from joy. You see, death comes from grief. That's why you'd observe that people who grieve, after a while, they begin to shrink. It's just a matter of time. They are closer to death. If you want life to work in your life, if you want life to be reproduced in everything that you do in this year, you must make a habit of praise. And you do that intentionally. You schedule it. You take out the break time that you have at work and you dance. You take a song. You dance as though the Lord has given you $1 million. You dance. You dance with all of your heart. You shout. You sing. You clap. You have those sessions as a family. You see, that's the only way the things the Lord has shown us will truly come to pass. I'm believing God that this year will be the greatest year of your life so far. I'm believing God that 2017 will be a phenomenal year. I'd like to hear from you. Our details are right there on the screen. Reach out to us. I'll be glad to reach out back to you. God bless you. Cheers to a phenomenal year.